Thank you very much, Dr. Rajesh, not only for inviting me here, but also for being with us all through from my university journey to UGC and whatever credit he is giving to me for that community engagement, MOOC courses, all the policy, actual credit should go to him because he introduced community engagement to me. And when was that introduced? When I was in that university, that was a rural women university in Haryana. And in spite of being a rural women university and women, and rural women, they are very close to nature, they are very close to community. In spite of this being a rural women university, I saw a total disconnect between the community and the university. Rather, the people who were within the four walls of the university, they felt that they were some elite people, and the ones who are outside are some lesser mortals. So at that point of time, I came to know Dr. Rajesh and Martha both, and we did many programs together. We understood what community engagement is, and we did open you would know that most of the universities, when everybody was talking about Scopus Index, NAC rating and all. So the first center most of the universities open is Center for University Industry Linkages. But the first center which we opened in our university was Center for Society University Interface and Research. And in that center, we were doing too many things that I'll share when my turn comes because he'll say that you're eating away the time of the presenters. So, it is, having the workshop or seminar on this topic of knowledge democracy, bridging knowledge cultures, and as Dr. Varghese was saying, that theory is generalization of practices, and those practices happen mostly in the community, not in the classroom. So right now there are two knowledge cultures existing, one inside the university, one outside the university, so how to bridge them. So that is what we will be discussing in this session. And in this session we are talking about the practical examples, not the philosophy, not the theory, only the practical examples. So I thought I'd share some practical examples which we did in our university. Actually speaking, this fostering social responsibility and community engagement was a scheme which was launched by UGC very long back, before I even became the Vice Chancellor in 2008. But at that point of time, like he is saying, we used to come to UGC for grants. That scheme was giving a lot of grants, but then when most of the universities used to come to us, karna kya hai? How to do it? They didn't even know how to. They were totally, this word community engagement, social responsibility, they were not knowing what to do. Even I was not knowing at that point of time. So when I went to this university and when we saw this disconnect which I was talking about, and when we met Priya, and Priya means Rajesh and Martha, and Anita is also here, she came to our university about many times. There we worked in respect to gender. But then we did realize that there are many issues which the community faces, but universities remain totally oblivion of that, and they feel this is not our work, they will solve their problems on their own. So that should not happen. I feel that the universities are established so that the community around the university also develops around the community. They cannot be working in isolation. So the center I was talking about, Center for University Society Interface and Research, we spoke about 2-3 things which we did. One was we had some one credit audit courses which were on 50-50 basis, means 50% the community and 50% the classroom. And whatever the students learned in the classroom, that was practiced in the community. For example, there was a course on microfinancing. So our students made some self-help groups, and luckily they were all rural women, so they knew how to approach the rural women in the community around the villages. And then they started some self-help groups, and for the first time the rural women had a bank account, they had a ATM card. So the power which they could feel by having a card of their own from which they could withdraw money on their own, that was something to be seen. And then they started small businesses like opening a grocery shop, bamboo shop, like this. So they were so happy about it, and they were so happy that the university is contributing in the development of the community, especially the women. And more so, I remember that there was a UNESCO conference, courtesy Dr. Rajesh in our university, and we had also invited community people to speak in that particular conference. And we had a session in which the village women were speaking, and they cannot speak in English, so they were speaking in Hindi, but in Hindi also they were very, very shy. So there was one woman called Santosh, So she did a long wave in front of her because in Haryana state that wave is there. She says कि ये वो यूनिवर्सिटी है जिसने यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर नहीं यूनिवर्सिटी के बाहर वालों की भी जिंदगी बदल दी है. So I felt that this is the biggest compliment of my life, that the university is supposed to change the life of the people who are outside the university, not only the ones, I mean the ones within the university they have to change, but also the ones who are outside the university. And then second myth which we broke was, like we had a course of folk medicine. So it is always that we have to go and educate the community for something. In that course, our students learn that we have to learn a lot from the community. So when they went for this folk medicine courses, like when we were telling about that medicine for healing using the cashew husk, similarly they were telling so many examples of how they use different methods to treat human as well as cattle. For example, they told that in their buffalo, for cattle they said, if in their buffalo some particular type of symptoms come, then they tie this particular plant with the tail of the buffalo and the symptom goes away. Now they don't know what was the disease because of which the symptoms were appearing, what was contained in that particular plant because of which the symptoms went away. So our university people did their research on like standardization, documentation. So they made a very big book of what all they were practicing and also standardizing them and putting a scientific perspective to that. So that was something again which was very good. So like this we did many, I cannot be talking of all, but these are very good examples. But many times the universities, now that we have this course, but in those course, and then we are using technology, we are having this course. I also feel that many times the universities don't know that, suppose you are in a rural setting, they say that okay, we'll adopt villages, we'll go there and help them. That is not community engagement. How to do community-based research, how to pick up the problems of the community, how to go in for socially relevant research. So all that has to be done, and in the MOOCs courses we should also tell or maybe share with the universities some of the best practices which are happening in the field of community engagement, because unless we share the best practices, sometimes they don't get the idea that what all we can be doing in terms of community engagement. So I think the future is not bright because the government is also very sensitized, UGC sensitized. They are talking about the Bharat Abhiyan, by none other than IIT Delhi is the nodal agency for that. And Unnat Bharat Abhiyan is going on very well, where they are customizing technologies for the use of the rural folk. And I think the future is bright. And the community engagement will be something which will be in the mainstream very slowly, because now the NAC is also, I mean, they may be a difference of opinion about how they measure community engagement. But for the first time, they have started taking community engagement as one of the parameters for assessment and accreditation. We know of impact rankings of times higher education. We are talking of I mean, how much does sustainable development goals have been implemented by various universities, but that does involve a lot of community engagement. We have been talking to viewers and all that in the general ranking also, because our universities are more so into community engagement than the Western universities. This is what we feel. So the societal engagement or the community engagement should also form a part of the evaluation parameter for measuring the university's performance by your ranking. So and we are working on that. I am the body that for the viewers which is doing ranking. So we are working on that too. So I think it will slowly become a mainstream agenda, and the universities and the community and the government and the regulatory bodies will realize the importance of community engagement and community-based research, and a lot of funding will also come for that. So we will hope for a lot of funding for that.